On this video we're taking a look at our NHL best bets for the games that are happening on Sunday, April 3, 2022. Welcome back to High Stakes, let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. 5 plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 500 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting picks that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks. Chicago Blackhawks vs Arizona Coyotes. Chicago Blackhawks minus 1.5 goals. And here is why. The whole season has been rough for the 21-42-5 Coyotes this season, but things have gotten especially worse over the last couple weeks. Arizona has dropped 7 of their last 8 games, scoring 2 goals or less in 7 of those contests, while allowing 4+ goals in 6 of their last 8. The Arizona Coyotes are averaging 2.5 goals per game and are scoring on 13.6% of their power play opportunities. Clayton Keller leads Arizona with 28 goals, Phil Kessel has 35 assists, and Jacob Chychrun has 141 shots on goal. Defensively, the Arizona Coyotes are allowing 3.6 goals per game and are killing 73.7% of their opponents' power plays. Carter Hutton has given up 15 goals on 58 shots faced, and Karel Vejmelka has given up 131 goals on 1,366 shots. The Chicago Blackhawks are averaging 2.6 goals per game and are scoring on 21.1% of their power play opportunities. Alex DeBrincat leads Chicago with 39 goals, Patrick Kane has 58 assists, and Seth Jones has 161 shots on goal. Defensively, the Chicago Blackhawks are allowing 3.5 goals per game and are killing 75.8% of their opponents' power plays. Colin Delia has given up 10 goals on 102 shots faced, and Kevin Lankinen has allowed 74 goals on 654 shots. I'm not running to the window to back either of these teams that are slumping, but the Chicago Blackhawks are at least home here, and the favorite has won 13 of the last 18 meetings between these clubs. The Arizona Coyotes are also the worst of these sides and are actually worse off defensively somehow. The Coyotes also play their worst on the road. Of course, I lay the PL to shave down the price, but that may be asking a lot of these Blackhawks. Anaheim Ducks vs Edmonton Oilers. Edmonton Oilers minus 1.5 goals. And here is why. Against the Blues, the Oilers had a strong first period but followed it with a pair of complacent ones before winning in overtime. The opening stanza saw Edmonton with an 18-10 edge in shots on goal and a 4-1 advantage on the scoreboard after 20 minutes of play. Zach Hyman opened the scoring with his 23rd goal of the season, 150 into the game off assists from Leon Draisaitl and Kailer Yamamoto. After the Blues tied the game, Hyman scored his 2nd of the game and 24th of the year at 4:59 to give the Oilers a 2-1 lead. Evander Kane made it 3-1 with his 16th goal of the year, shorthanded, at 10:07 off assists from Cody Ceci and Yamamoto. Connor McDavid closed the early barrage with his 38th goal of the year at 13:30 off assists from Kane and Tyson Barrie for a 4-1 Edmonton edge. In the second period, Edmonton was outshot 12-11 and outscored 2-1 to lead 5-3 after 40 minutes. After seeing the Blues close within a goal, Darnell Nurse tallied his 8th goal of the season at 17:13 off assists from Kane and Ceci for a 5-3 advantage. In the third period, Edmonton was outshot 13-10 and outscored 2-0 to send the game to overtime. During the extra session, each team had 1 shot on goal, with the Oilers finding the back of the net for the win. McDavid scored his 2nd of the game and 39th of the year, off assists from Nurse and Draisaitl at 1:11 to earn the victory. Mikko Koskinen is expected to get the start and goal for this one. Against Arizona, Anaheim was clicking on all cylinders as they managed to come up with a victory to put their skid to rest. The Ducks jumped on the Coyotes early, outshooting them 15-7 in the opening period and taking a 3-0 lead to the dressing room after 20 minutes of action. Isaac Lundstrom opened the scoring with his 15th goal of the year at 3:38 off assists from Troy Terry and Andrej Suster. Jerry Mayhew made it a 2-0 game with his 8th goal of the year at 7:41 off assists from Max Comtois and Adam Henrique. Trevor Zegras extended to a 3-0 advantage with his 17th goal of the season at 9:42, with assists going to Cam Fowler and Terry. In the second period, Anaheim held a 10-8 edge in shots on goal and tallied the lone marker of the stanza to take a 4-0 lead. Fowler scored his 8th of the year off assists from Lundstrom and Jamie Drysdale to make it a 4-0 contest. The final period saw Anaheim with a 12-7 shot edge, and they had the lone tally of the period to salt it away. Lundstrom scored his second of the game and 16th of the season at 7:25 off assists from Derek Grant and Zach Aston Reese. Anthony Stolarz made 22 saves for the Ducks, who owned a 37-22 advantage in shots on goal in the shutout victory. John Gibson is expected to get the call between the pipes here. The Edmonton Oilers are averaging 3.5 goals per game and are scoring on 26% of their power play opportunities. Leon Draisaitl leads Edmonton with 49 goals, Connor McDavid has 63 assists, and Darnell Nurse has 184 shots on goal. Defensively, the Edmonton Oilers are allowing 3.2 goals per game and are killing 77.2% of their opponents' power plays. Mikko Koskinen has allowed 120 goals on 1,225 shots faced, and Mike Smith has allowed 64 goals on 601 shots. Anaheim may have picked up the win in their previous contest, but they had dropped 11 straight heading into that game with Arizona. The Ducks are also logging their third game in 4 nights here, which could take a toll on them. Perhaps more importantly, the Ducks are pretty much out of contention in the playoff picture, while the Oilers still have plenty to play for at this point in time. Edmonton holds the final guaranteed playoff spot in the Pacific Division, but there isn't much margin for error. The Oilers nearly let 2 points slip away against the Blues Friday night. They won't be as sloppy or careless in this one. Look for Edmonton to take care of business and deliver a road victory here to keep their momentum going. Seattle Kraken vs Dallas Stars. The Dallas Stars at -1.5 goals. And here is why. Jamie Benn scored the game winner 53 seconds into overtime to lead the Dallas Stars to a 3-2 victory over the Anaheim Ducks. This was the second time in 3 nights that the Stars defeated the Ducks by identical 3-2 scores. Jake Ettinger stopped 21 shots to earn the victory. The Dallas Stars are averaging 2.9 goals per game and are scoring on 22.7% of their power play opportunities. Jason Robertson leads Dallas with 31 goals, Joe Pavelski has 42 assists, and Roope Hintz has 172 shots on goal. Defensively, the Dallas Stars are allowing 2.9 goals per game and are killing 78.4% of their opponents' power plays. Braden Holtby has allowed 61 goals on 700 shots faced, and Jake Ettinger has allowed 88 goals on 1,052 shots. Vegas opened with 3 unanswered goals to down Seattle, 5-2. Alex Wenberg and Cole Ince scored for the Kraken. Philip Grubauer stopped 21 of 24 shots. The loss was the second straight to Vegas and moved Seattle to 1-3 in their last 4 games at home. The Seattle Kraken are averaging 2.6 goals per game and are scoring on 14.8% of their power play opportunities. Jared McCann leads Seattle with 24 goals, Yanni Gourde has 23 assists, and Jordan Eberle has 135 shots on goal. Defensively, the Seattle Kraken are allowing 3.5 goals per game and are killing 73.9% of their opponents' power plays. Philip Grubauer has given up 146 goals on 1,307 shots faced, and Chris Driedger has allowed 56 goals on 531 shots. The Stars beat the Kraken the only time these teams have played, and they did it in dominating fashion, winning by 3 goals. Dallas needs every win they can get if they are going to make the playoffs, and they cannot afford to lose to teams they must beat. Dallas is 4-1-0 in their last 5 games on the road, but has won 3 of those games past regulation and won all 4 by a single goal. That would seem to favor Seattle, but the Kraken are 1-3-0 in their last 4 games at home, and all 3 of their losses were by 3 goals. Dallas should dominate this contest. Disclaimer, no financial advice. The information on this channel is provided for education and informational purposes only, without any express or implied warranty of any kind, including warranties of accuracy, completeness, or fitness for any particular purpose. The information contained in or provided from or through this channel is not intended to be and does not constitute financial advice, investment advice, trading advice, or any other advice. The information on this channel and provided from or through this channel is general in nature and is not specific to you, the user, or anyone else. You should not make any decision, financial, investment, trading, or otherwise, based on any of the information presented on this channel without undertaking independent due diligence and consultation with a professional broker or financial advisory.